Welcome back to Rev'n News, everybody. I'm your host, Joe Sebergandio, and I'm here with Scott Sandoval, the marketing manager for one of the coolest wheel companies in our industry. It's called Billet Specialties. Been around forever. The owner, Glenn Grossich, is one of the cooler guys in our industry as well because he is a car guy. Built some awesome vehicles over the years. Chicane's one of the ones that I always gravitated towards, but with Glenn, you never know. Owns a fleet of vehicles, definitely setting the pace for some of the more contemporary wheels out there, including his Forge line that we're going to share with you a little bit later on. But first, let's say hi to Scott. Scott, say hi to our viewers out there in Rev'n News.
How you guys doing out there?
How's the show been for you so far?
Boy, it's been really busy here. Good reaction from everybody on all of our wheels, all of our accessories, so it's been going pretty good.
Yeah, I noticed with the builders, those guys are the reason why a lot of the folks come. It's to see these key builders and what they're doing. You guys have rapports with all the top builders.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We get a lot of input from them for design and stuff like that, plus what better way to test your products than on some of the best vehicles built in this building right here.
Well, the Brizios and the Troy Trepagnas of the world and the Bobby Annesleys and everybody else. Talking about builders, as you've looked at some of the cars, any of them got your attention, particularly this week?
Boy, it's hard to pick one single one, but there's just so many beautiful cars here. And what's really cool is when you see something like that and a lot of people looking at it, and you see one of your parts on there, that's what it's all about right there.
Yeah, it is like being on the cover of Hot Rod.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, you guys have expanded your line. Obviously, well known for wheels. What is it, about a decade ago, we started to see a little bit of an addition with the steering wheels and some of the build accessories. Talk a little bit about that expanded line.
Well, we do a lot of everything. I mean, anything from engine accessory drives with our TrueTrack systems to our steering wheels to pedals to hinges now for Camaros and 55 Chevys. Boy, there's something that we just cannot touch on there. Interior mirrors, you name it. Door handles, we got it all, bumper to bumper.
Traditionally a muscle car, street rod styled product offering. We now expanded to go after some of those higher end vehicles with that Forge line. That's got to be pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. B-Forge is a brand new name that we're bringing to the market for three-piece modular wheels. It's got a 6061 forged aluminum center, spun aluminum outers, multiple profile options, anything from concaves to convex centers, multiple choices in color. It'll make any modern luxury car or even a cool muscle car look great.
People hear Forge, they hear three-piece, automatically these dollar signs start to go off, the cash register noise. Yeah, maybe that Forge line could be a little bit more in terms of out-of-pocket, but the advantages are there, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Lighter weight, more options for color choices. The designs are awesome, plus also the face of the wheel. A lot of wheels really look good with a deep concave version of it. So yeah, there's so many choices. That's why it's cost of manufacture. You got more product or more parts to make the wheel, so therefore it costs a little bit more money, but it's definitely worth it.
You know, Gary Case, who's good friends with Glenn, and I are good friends as well. And Gary had talked a little bit about Glenn's interest in getting into that Forge line. Actually, it was a few years ago in typical Billet Specialties fashion. It didn't come out until it was right.
Correct, yeah. We took a lot of time researching and getting our ducks in a row before we released the line. So, yeah, it's been a nice transition, and so far it's been pretty successful.
Yeah, you guys have hit most of the major shows. It seems like every time I hit an event, whether it's NHRA, Good Guys, or the Hot Rod Power Tour, you guys are already out and about telling the Billet Specialty stories. Where can our viewers find you this summer?
Boy, all over the place. Any of the Good Guys shows, we do Columbus. There's so many other shows, Cruising Ocean City, NSRA shows, Louisville, just about anywhere. Check billetspecialties.com and you can see a full show schedule.
We talked about the fact that Glenn's definitely a big car guy. What kind of vehicles are lurking around the shop?
Well, we got everything from a Ferrari 458, which is pretty cool.
There's a new acquisition, I heard.
I haven't heard about that yet, but possibly.
With Glenn, you never know, right?
Yeah, well, the cool thing about it is the reason why we do that is to research parts for that vehicle.
Sure.
So it's really nice to have the vehicle right there because we could take it from paper, get a concept of it, machine the part, a test part, go to the vehicle instead of sending it to a customer or something for them to test. We do it in-house. We have engineers that take a look at it. All of us have input as far as the aesthetics of the part, the build, what kind of hardware we use. We use ARP stainless hardware for all the stuff that looks nice. Can't go wrong with that kind of hardware. Everything every detail from instructions to everything is all done in-house. And with that vehicle there, it just makes it so much easier and more accurate too. So that way when the guy gets it at his house, opens it up, reads the instructions, installs a part, it's right. No calling back and asking questions or guessing or anything like that.
You know, I noticed something that's been happening in our industry. In fact, an example was earlier today. I was talking to a gentleman who has gauges and instrumentation, and his competitor was actually pretty close to him. The dialogue in the past would be non-existent. Now these guys who are making competitive products are getting together. Same thing in the wheel industry, I noticed too. For example, there'd be a time where X wheel company wouldn't be with Y wheel company talking about technology and improvements. Now it seems like even the wheel manufacturers and the competitive manufacturers, whether it's wheel or whether it's exhaust, they're all getting together too to make sure that the end result and the product is improving.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're all married to the same hobby, and you can't complain to be working in this industry. And how could you not like anybody that has the same likes and interests as you?
Or miss the opportunity to maybe dialogue with a competitor to see what maybe some of his challenges are as well. And you know, it goes from being all under one roof and that thought process to maybe having that opportunity to gain some additional information and insight from the folks that are also in your industry, in this case, the wheel industry.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Well, look, thanks for spending a few minutes with us here at the Grand National Roadster Show. Today's going to be a big, big day. Enjoy the festivities, and hopefully I have a chance to visit with you guys again.
All right, thanks, Joe. Great. And don't forget to visit billetspecialties.com or bforgedwheels.com. It's on the internet. Also follow us on Facebook.
Folks, in addition to all the cool cars, there's some pretty cool characters at this Grand National Roadster Show. We're going to share just a few of those with you when we come back. You're not going to want to leave that couch. Thanks.